Um, so I was having some technical difficulties this morning trying to go live. If you guys are here, please let me know in the chat, because for the last 30 minutes, I was talking to my camera and I wasn't even aware if there was people here. So if you guys can just drop me a comment or anything in the chat, that would let me know that my end is working. All right, we got somebody. We got one person. All right. Thank you guys. Thank you. I apologize. I really thought I was I really thought I had everything up. I really thought I had everything up. I did not realize that I was just talking to the camera. All right. Okay, everybody, thank you. Welcome to my little bit late stream to the Skyebits show. That is for the first time ever. I am late. I'm usually never late. I'm the white rabbit of Alice in the Wonderland. This is the first episode, Indiana Gems. Almost Jones. I almost said Jones there. All right. So what are the topics that I'm going to talk about today? The first topics that I'm going to talk about today are, of course, we're going to talk about the market settlement. And then the first time, the pressing issue of the yield curve. Okay. I got some pressing issues about the yield curve. I do have a book recommendation. It's a yes or no for you guys. And then we'll go ahead and take a look at WEN 48, WEN 47. Are we going to take a nosedive, or are we going to go up higher, right? This is today's topic is also going to revolve around some stop losses too, in case things do go the other way or unplanned. Okay, we are in a very precarious market. All right. Thank you. Fear index today is 53. It's neutral, right? So I'm also neutral too. I'm neutral. It's actually kind of nice to be in the neutral territory. It's always been like fear. And then we hit greed a little bit, and then now we're back in neutral. So it's actually kind of nice. It's nice. I actually like being more neutral than greed or fear, to be honest. I mean, if you can pick either side, go with neutral. All right. So the pressing issue. If you guys are not aware, we have officially gone, well, I don't want to say negative rates, but the T-bill has surpassed the 2-year, or the 2-year has surpassed the 10-year. Okay. So it's not that I didn't expect it to happen. It's more about the speed. Okay. The speed of this incline is so disturbing. Okay. So disturbing. So what happens is, ironically, a lot of people are now talking about recession. I'm just like, when you look at the chart, I was just like, no one was talking about this until this. All in one podcast talked about it. And, I even saw Crypto Banter talk about the inverse curve. So the question is, are we in a recession now or later, right? Well, typically when this happens, this is a little bit on a lagging indicator, okay? This is a lagging indicator. Usually it says that, hey, where growth is slowing down and, things are not going to look too good, okay? So within the first year, after an inverse like this happens, it's like a 50 to 60% chance of a recession, followed by, if it doesn't happen, let's say it doesn't happen this year, then the following year it's like a 80, 90 some percent chance after it happens. So we are in very troubled times. I think the crisis that will emerge from this will be a dollar crisis, which brings me to my book recommendation. Okay, The Changing World Order. Okay, why nations succeed and fail. If you guys have not read this book, why haven't you read it? It is a good read. And in case I'm like on what, chapter 8 or 9, I can't remember, but it's so good. It's a good read. And Ray Dalio does a good job of describing the patterns, okay? The rise, the top, and then the decline, right? So take if you guys have a library card, I'm talking to Americans here. If you have a library card, I think even British, yeah. If you have a public library card, you can read the book for free. You can read the book for free. Okay. If you use the Overdrive app. Okay. So take some time, read it. And if you guys don't have time to read, there is a mini version of this book on YouTube. Okay, it's like I think it's like 30 minutes long or something. But take a look at that YouTube video. It's very enlightening. It's very enlightening. Okay, so we'll go ahead and take a look at our market settlement. Dominance is in this. Last week we were in a we're kind of just bobbing in the middle of nowhere in Bitcoin dominance. Now we can see preseason, okay? Preseason. I say preseason, alt season, okay? Preseason of the alt season is in season, okay? That's what I'm trying to say. Preseason of the alt season is in season. And if this trend continues, which it looks like it may, okay? It looks like it's may, given that Bitcoin stays within the trend and stays above and doesn't push down, okay? We can see this go down further, which will just have more Bitcoin, like not Bitcoin, alt seasons just flying off the roof, okay? So that is good. If we see this going down, then we can see Bitcoin just, it's either going to go this or go this, okay? So why am I looking? What am I looking? Well, just let me finish this topic and then we'll go on to the next one. This is the volume. A lot of volume is in Bitcoin. Obviously, everyone loves Bitcoin. There is some of it actually going into Luna. Are you guys surprised to see Luna at 115? Yes, 115. Cardano has made it past the $1 for finally, right? And Ethereum, this was like what, 3,200 last week. It's made a nice comeback too. Salo and Smooth Left Potion. So Axie lovers are banking right now. Looks like they're banking. All right. Bitcoin. All right. So what is this? What am I looking at? Is should be like your first question, right? So, we have, this is Bitcoin on the daily after it loads. Day. Okay, it is on the 1 day. Oh. Now it's not loading. Oh. Okay, now it's not loading. Now it's loading. Now it's not loading. Okay. Okay. So I want to show the comparison between the 1 day and the 12 hour. Okay. So on the 1 day, last week we were here. we're basically, yeah, we were here. It was this day. Okay. We were pretty pushed up high. And I was telling everyone here, like, hey, we're pretty up here in the terms of the RSI, right? We're up here on the RSI. Bitcoin just did this massive run. And I think we just need to cool off a little bit, right? So Bitcoin finally came down, right? If this was a surprise for you, it should not have been a surprise, right? It should not have been a surprise because I was saying, like, hey, we just did this huge rally. Bitcoin needs to take a stop, take a chill pill, and then rest up, get some energy. Well, now, 1 week later, Bitcoin has taken a little bit of a rest, and the alts have been catching up finally, right? So let's take a look at the 12-hour. So this looks like Bitcoin has taken its rest and it may be ready to go. Okay, it looks like it's ready to go. And it's poised. It's in this beautiful bird pattern. Does that look like a bird to you guys? Come on, does that not look like a bird? It almost looks like a bird, right? All right, so the idea here is this is actually, like, of all patterns, this is like one of my favorite patterns because we have the top here, we have this, right? Like a bird. That's the neck, right? Kind of looks like a bird, doesn't it, right? So now the question is, do we go up or down, right? If we can maintain this, okay, if we can maintain this range, then yeah, we can go up higher. We can go up higher, and I have 49 and 50 grand as my first and second target. Okay, so those are my first and second targets. Should Bitcoin press higher? Okay, because we're in this squeeze, and as long as this candle, the next candle or two, stays above the 8 EMA on the 12-hour, then we can see this really flying up, right? We can see this bird flying off to the next leg up, okay? Now, if we go to the 4-hour, we have a beautiful RSI that has made a turn. Okay, on the 4-hour, the RSI has made a turn up, which is nice. But we want to continue this trend going up, right? We want to see this up and then a little bit kind of go sideways, just a little bit. We don't want it to see it to just go straight back down. We want to see it sort of hang out up there on the 4-hour RSI. And that will signal to me that Bitcoin wants to go up higher, okay? Which tells me about, right? Which will tell me that this RSI wants to turn back up. So I hope this was a little bit more better on the clarifications, okay? So for everybody, you should know where your stop loss is here, okay? You should know where your stop loss, in case this bird wants to take a nosedive, okay? Because sometimes when birds are in flight, they take nosedives to maybe go down in the water to catch fish, right? Because fish are down there. So why are the fish down there? They don't want to be caught, right? But in trading, we call this liquidity. There's probably some liquidity down there, right? So don't be the fish that gets caught by the bird. You want to be the bird that flies. All right. So be mindful of your trading because this is a very careful spot. We are on the 12-hour. Okay, we are on the 12-hour, and this can squeeze up higher. Like I said, first target 49, second 50. Okay, for you short-term degens out there. If we go down, guys, if we go down, control your stop loss. Okay, do not let this. You don't want your stop loss to be over. Like you want to give it space to go up, but at the same time you don't want to give too much space that goes against you. Okay, so when you guys are putting on trades, when I say put on your trades, you want a zone to buy. Okay, this is my buy zone. So for example, this is on the 4-hour, but in general, you want a buy zone, right? Okay, and everyone's looking at the same charts over and over and over, but you want a 12-hour. You want a zone where you buy in, right? My favorite patterns are usually the 4-hour and the 12-hour and the daily and up. Okay, I like long-term trends because long-term trends tend to be more correct. But if you are jumping in to a trade, you don't want to jump in on the 12 hours when it's run up. You want to go in on a smaller time frame, like the 4-hour, and jump in and kind of weasel your position in to get ahead, right? But so when that happens, we want to be in the jaws of the bird. Okay, jaws of the bird, and we want to see this break higher. Okay, we want to see price go above 47, 48. We want to see that happen. Okay. Will this okay, I'll take some questions. Recession, inflations are in the same boat. Yeah, the same boat. Gotta love Ray Dalio. Ray Dalio is a good guy. He's not all that bad. This is well, alt season hasn't started. Alt season, preseason has started. Okay, it has technically started. Those last few candles on the daily making more wicks. Yeah. So the daily candles, we want to see that Bitcoin maintains that momentum. Okay. If Bitcoin loses momentum, right? Bitcoin loses a momentum, then this is obviously going to go down lower, right? This is going to go down lower. So we want to see Bitcoin stay in a specific range, like that. That's why I'm pointing out the 12-hour right now. Stay in this range, consolidate for a little bit, and then head up higher, right? And we can see that with the RSI. The RSI on the 12-hour is at the bottom, and the RSI on the daily looks like it's about to potentially cross over. Okay, so what happens when RSIs cross over? Well, this crossovers, and we could see like jumps. We could see jumps in price. So crossed over here. What happened, right? We see price jumps. Jumped over here, price jumps, right? So this looks like it looks like it's going to happen, okay? that it wants to cross over. And if it does cross over, then we can see this go up higher, more likely, right? At least for the more short term. If you're long term, you shouldn't even be looking at this. You shouldn't even be bothered unless Bitcoin actually does go below 45. Then that's something you should be concerned about. But for you short-term traders, if you're trading in and out, you need to be looking at this, right? You need to be looking at when do you go long, when do you go short, right? Especially if you're in and out. So keep your ranges minimum for you short-term traders. For you long-term traders, you should be always I don't know, when I say long-term traders, I'm thinking people who own Bitcoin outright. You should be wanting to buy on all the dips. Just buy and just never sell. that's my thing. I just buy and never sell, right? Okay, so back to these 4 hour. I guess I write it too fast. I type it so fast that it can't keep up. So the 4 hour, we have this cross happening, right? We have this cross. We want to see it maintain, okay? So crossing, things look good. Bitcoin just needs to stay above this previous candle, okay? So we want to see Bitcoin stay above this candle, this candle right here. As long as Bitcoin stays above this candle, then I'm ready to head higher. If it goes below, then we need to control and manage our risk. And when I say control and manage your risk, tight stop loss, tight, you're controlling your risk. Stop loss, tight stop loss. There we go. Okay. Any more questions? Please chart AVAX. I have AVAX on my. Okay. Do you have a specific time frame for AVAX? On the daily, a lot of these altcoins, they follow Bitcoin, just to let you know. Okay, so I don't really need to chart everything on altcoins, but AVAX is doing good. AVAX went up to what, 103? It's pretty good. I think last week it was like what, 93 or 95. So I don't want to see it go down, but it did take a dip down to the 91, 90 some dollar region. But very strong push up. So good on AVAX. AVAX looks like the RSI does want to turn, and it is in a daily squeeze. That's a little bit weird. Okay, it's in a daily squeeze. AVAX may actually come down to the 93. It could potentially, if Bitcoin doesn't maintain its position right now, then AVAX can probably take a dip down here and bob around. So it can bob around in this region. So if you're bullish, you may have another opportunity to buy in if that's what you want. Okay, so if you're bullish, you may have an opportunity to buy in. This RSI is heading down, so this can still dip down a little bit before Bitcoin goes up and flies off. Okay, but like I said, you want to have a tight buy range and a tight stop loss. Okay, for you bullish people. Okay, next one. If you are long term, you don't have to worry about the nosedive. If you're long term, you should just accumulate. Never sell. Just accumulate. Give it, if anything, just give it to your kids, because the kids aren't going to have any tax problems. So yeah, just give it to your kids. So it's not for you; it's for your kids. Okay, that's like a W there on the 4 hour. You know what they say about W, right? W means winner, and M, like an M pattern, usually means like murder. So birds go murder if there's a flock of them. AVAX on the 4 hour. This is good news. We are seeing yellow. We're seeing a yellow histogram. So yellow histogram means a lot of the sell pressure has subsided. Okay. On top of that, it's rising steady, right? It's rising steady and it's gone up. So this is not really a nice, pretty pattern, but it's still okay. So we want to see AVAX maintain this, okay? Maintain this candle. So you guys have your work cut out for the next hour, 1 hour and 8 minutes, to see that AVAX maintains this candle. Okay, we want to see it maintain this candle. If it doesn't maintain its candle, then this is not a breakout. This is a fake out, right? Same thing with Bitcoin. Bitcoin needs to maintain, right? Look at that. It's right there. It needs to maintain. It's either a breakout or a fake out. Okay. We might have to shake some leverage, people. Who knows, right? Breakout or fake out. We always have to keep that in mind. Is it a breakout or is this a fake out? We look at our RSIs, right? If the RSIs are too high, this could be a fake out. It might be time to clean up some liquidity down there, right? Or liquidity up here and go for the ones that are down here, right? So we are down here and it may be time to actually, it looks like it may actually consolidate a little bit more sideways, to be honest. But if we go up higher from here, this candle would be the most important. Okay, we're right now on a very important candle. If it stays above here or not. Okay, so go up, consolidate, and then go higher. Right. All right. Next question. Will this support not be broken? All supports can break. Okay, so this is where you control your risk. And not make painting mistakes like I do. Will the support not be broken? Okay. Right now, Bitcoin's riding on this, okay? This is your support, okay? If you want to make it more deeper, you can do that, but I like using the 21 EMA as a general. This is your support. Can it break? Bitcoin can definitely go below, okay? Bitcoin can definitely go below. That's why we look at RSIs. Okay, we look at RSIs on the daily, the 12-hour, and preferably on the 4-hour. Okay, for long-term traders. Okay, I'm more on a long-term trader, so I like looking at the daily, the 12-hour, and the 4-hour. Okay, if I'm a short-term trader, then I might just look at the 1 hour and the 2 hour and use the 4 hour if I'm going to go long or short. Okay. But for the short-term traders here, momentum is on the upside for them. For you 1 hour, 2 hour people, okay, the momentum is on the upside for now. Okay, the question is only, do we break? Are we in a breakout or fake out? It looks like I can't say anything until the candle prints, right? We're still 1 hour into making this candle print. And if this candle does go up higher, usually we see massive pushes. Now, we're looking at volume. All right, volume is decent. Volume is decent right now, guys. We haven't seen volume like this in a long time. So just be patient. Okay, just be patient. Patience rewards you in the long term. If you're impatient, then you can get wrecked. All right. So careful when you're trading. I don't want to hear you guys losing your money, right? I'm like do you guys ever get mad at your weatherman? The weatherman says it's going to rain, but so you bring your rain boots, you bring your umbrella, and it doesn't rain, right? Do you get mad at the weatherman? It's like you always say, hey, the weatherman, makes mistakes. This is applicable to me. I'm like the weatherman, but for Bitcoin, for technical analysis. There we go. So trade carefully, guys. Okay. Is there any more else out there? Any more questions, anyone? I do have some coins. I do like Rune, guys. I still like Rune. I think Rune is poised to go higher. Okay. I really do think Rune, it is technically in a squeeze. Technically, it's in a squeeze. I'm looking at some RSI. The RSI is right there at the bottom on the daily. And then on the 12-hour, it's already turned. Okay, and it's in a very good, if it comes back down to the 1080 or 11, that's a good buy range for me. This is a very beautiful buy range. Okay, this is buy range for me. Okay, if it comes back down 10 or 11 bucks, 1080/11, this is a good buy range for me. I know where my stop losses are. My stop losses are like generally like around here. Okay, just letting you guys know. This is how I think. Okay. Is there anyone else? Any more questions? Does anyone have any questions at all today? I'm so sorry about the long wait. I was just having some issues with Restream, was going on and off and just couldn't figure it out. Actually got lost in it. All right. Did I talk about Solana? No, I did not talk about Solana. Sol is right here. Solana is on a tear. Solana is on a tear. And for good reason. Okay, so Solana has broke out of this like downward trend finally, right? It's been going down for many, many months. And we can see that it's had divergence. So divergence is going up, and Solana is just look how strong this is. On the RSI, on the OBV, all strong. Okay. All Solana has to do is just maintain. Right. This is where you guys want to do parallel channels. Right. You do your parallel channels, and you do your parallel channels. If it goes below here, then maybe it's time to give Solana a little bit of a rest, right? So like I said, this candle in Bitcoin right now, the one that I'm talking about, is most important. Do we go up higher or do we go down below? Okay. So, and we can see that it's also applicable to the altcoins. Okay. It looks like it's ready to poise. If you haven't bought in, this could be potentially a good buy zone. Potentially a good buy zone for all you short-term traders. 4-hour looks great, right? 4-hour looks great. You're in a squeeze in a nice, decent buy zone. You don't know you should know where your stop losses are. you should know where your stop losses are at this point. Okay. For everyone that's bullish. You still confused? Why are you confused? How can I explain it better? If you can write me a comment how I could explain it better, let me know. From my point of view, it looks good. This is good. If Solana does come down in these regions, if you're bullish in these regions, that's a good buy zone. That's a good buy zone. And as long as it doesn't fall off from this, it looks like it's in this beautiful channel, right? So stay in this channel, and Solana is still a good buy from my point of view. Actually, I hold Solana. Okay. So good range. It just needs time. And it just looks like it's poised. All right. Okay, guys. I'm gonna go ahead and end the stream. Thank you guys for tuning in. If you guys have any suggestions on how to if you guys are wondering if I should cover more stop losses or when to go higher or when to buy, let me know. I feel like I explain it, but sometimes other people don't catch on to it. So if you think I can explain something better, let me know. I will definitely do better. I'll take more time to explain. Okay. Thank you guys for tuning in. You guys have a good week. Stay bullish. And if we take a nosedive, well, we know our risk and we know our reward. All right. So